Thank you for joining. Today you're going to need 2 blocks, a blanket or a towel, and a strap. If you don't have blocks, you can use 2 thick books. And if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a scarf that you don't mind maybe stretching a little bit. But something a little more firm would be better. So a belt I recommend over a scarf. Um, and yeah, and before we get started, just so you know, just based on my spacing, the overhead plane may be cut off, so you may not see what my hands are doing, and I'll try my best to remember to let you know. And then, and if you want to practice with music, I also offer playlists, which are on my website. So just feel free to go to that page and use any playlist you like. All of them are catered to an hour-long vinyasa practice. So your choice to practice with music. So we'll get started. Set your blocks at the top of your mat to the side. So we'll get to those a little bit later. But we'll quickly prep our strap. So I already did mine, but you're gonna make a loop with your strap or your belt. And you want it big enough so that when you bring your hands or your arms inside the loop, you're gonna rest the loop just above your elbow on your tricep. And when you pull into the loop or press into the loop, your arms and hands should be about shoulder width, maybe a little bit outer shoulder width distance, but not too wide and not too narrow. So again, you're going to press into the straps above the elbows, and then we'll go from there. And once you have that, you're going to set the strap off to the side, middle of the mat so that it's in reach. And then you're going to take the blanket, a little bit of prop setup. You're going to take your blanket or towel, fold it once, and then fold it lengthwise. And then you're going to fold it again lengthwise. You can also do an accordion fold, but basically you want this slimmer fold of the blanket. And then once you have that, you're going to roll it. And I'm going to do mine to halfway. If you're pregnant, you're going to skip this and lie on your back. And if you are not pregnant, you're going to keep going. The thicker the roll, the more intense this will be, but you're going to bring the blanket to the back of your space, and then lay onto your belly with the blanket resting on the abdominals. So we're adding pressure to our abdominals and trying to dig deeper into our superficial front line, our myofascial line. And once you have that, lower your head. You can create a pillow with your hands. You can lower your forehead on a block if you have that in reach, or just onto your mat. And we're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. Again, breathe deeply. This may be uncomfortable, especially in the morning, and obviously I don't see you, but if you need to get up to go to the bathroom, obviously do that. But this definitely fires up the digestive system, but again, encourages a little loosening of the abdominals. So see if you can let your weight heavy down into the blanket. Make sure the roll is below your floating ribs, so you don't really want this to go into your ribs just for safety purposes. So the blanket again should be near your belly button, maybe a little bit lower. Take about 5 more rounds of breath. About 2 more rounds of breath. The blanket should start to stimulate the abdominals. You may even feel a little pulse of the stomach. Okay. Take your time. Bring your hands by your rib cage, elbows up, and then you're going to slowly press yourself up. Slowly take yourself off of the blanket. Once you do that, set the blanket off to the side, and we'll come to it later in class. And then you're going to again come back down to your belly. Cactus shape your arms. Again, forehead can rest down. And then if you want a block, you can also use that. I'm going to take a block underneath my forehead. And we're coming into a pec stretch. So you're going to roll on to your right side. Make sure that your right elbow is aligned with your right shoulder, maybe a little bit higher then. And then roll onto your right side. Point your toes, rest your right cheek onto your block or onto the mat. So make sure that the cheek's grounded. And then start to point your left toe and reach the left toe back like you're coming into a cobra pose. Hug the navel in. And then see if you can wrap your armpit down and breathe into the right pectoral muscle. We'll stay here for about 3 more rounds of breath. You're going to keep reaching the left foot back, left leg back, like in Shalabhasana, locust pose. All right, and come back onto your belly. Cactus shape your arms, and we'll switch sides. So make sure your left elbow is aligned with your left shoulder, maybe a little bit above. Plant your left palm, and then roll onto your left side. Rest your left cheek down, point your toes, and then start to scissor your legs and reach the right toes and right leg back like in Shalabhasana. Hug your navel in, and then roll the left shoulder head back and down so that your armpit is parallel to the floor. And breathe into the left pec. This is an intense stretch. All right, come back onto your belly. If you have the block, again, just reach it towards the front of your space. And then you're going to roll onto your back. Again, head is going towards the back of the space. Once you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest, grab for your knees, straighten your arms, and then let your legs just heavy into the weight of your hands. And start to make circles with your knees. And a little massaging of the low back, and then switch the direction of the knees. All right, and then straighten out your legs. Reach your arms overhead for a nice morning stretch. And then you're going to tilt your pelvis down, and your low back will lift. Your head may slide forward. Flex your feet, press to the heels. And then on the exhale, tilt your pelvis up, press your low back down, and see if you can lift yourself up into a low boat pose. Squeeze the inner thighs, hug the navel in. Inhale, reach your arms back. Flex your toes, tilt your pelvis back, find that little back bend, and then exhale, press your low back down, tilt your pelvis forward, reach your arms forward, squeeze the inner thighs, low boat. One more time like that. Lower, flex the feet, reach your arms back, tilt the pelvis down, lift the low back up, and then exhale, press your low back down, reach your arms forward, squeeze the inner thighs, maybe point the toes, hug the navel in, and then slowly lower, arms back, and then bend your knees. You're going to take your strap, and then bring your arms through the loop you made with your strap. Again, rest the strap above the elbows, just above the elbows, resting on the triceps. And I'm going to say that a lot during class. And then you're going to flex your fingertips towards the back of your space, press the palms up towards the ceiling, and then press your elbows or your arms into the strap and bend your elbows back like you're doing chaturanga. So your elbows are in a 90-degree angle. Press your low back down, lift your knees up, and then you're going to start to lift your tailbone up, low back up, bring your knees to your triceps, big toes together to touch, kick your heels towards your glutes, and hug your navel in. So we're in crow pose, but on our back. Again, use the strap as a reminder to keep your elbows hugging in. Flex your fingertips. Maybe lift your head. Take 3 more rounds of breath. So an isometric hold for the navel. Don't forget to breathe. Kick the heels towards the glutes. Take 1 more round of breath. And then slowly take your time, lower. Rest your elbows, rest your arms however you'd like. I like to grab for my elbows. Take 3 deep belly breaths. Okay, we're going to come into the same shape. Reach your arms up, flex your fingertips, bend your elbows back, press your arms into the strap. Use it as a reminder. You should also feel your pecs start to fire up. Then you're going to lift your knees up, lift your tailbone up, bring your knees to your triceps, lift the head up, and then kick your heels towards your glutes. Press your knees into your triceps as you press your triceps back into your knees. Slightly different. Inhale, hug your navel in. Exhale, lift the left leg up. Inhale, knee to tricep. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Inhale, left. Inhale, exhale, right. One more time. Inhale, keep the navel hugging in. Exhale, left. Inhale, exhale, right. Inhale, stay. Exhale, slowly release down. Again, grab for opposite elbows, rest onto your belly, and take 3 deep belly breaths. With each exhale, let the weight of your belly heavy your low back down into the floor. Okay, you're going to keep the strap where it is. Bring your arms or your hands underneath your knees and then just roll up to sit. Then you're going to plant your palms, cross your shins, and come into a tabletop position with your strap where it is. And then shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees. Come to the tops of your feet, crown of the head forward, hug your navel in. On the inhale, you're going to protract the shoulders. Retract. So hug the hug the shoulder blades in, keep the arms straight, chest will lower. Exhale, press the floor away from you, protract the shoulders. There should be space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, retract. Exhale, protract. 2 more times like that. Inhale, retract, hug the shoulder blades together. Exhale, protract, press the floor away. Inhale and exhale. Great. Now inhale, retract the shoulders, drop your belly, gaze up for cow. Exhale, protract the shoulders, dome your spine, gaze inward, cat. Inhale, retract, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, protract, dome the spine, gaze inward. 6 more rounds of cat-cows on your own, and let the movement this time stem from your shoulders, from the retraction and protraction of your shoulders. And as you do so, you should feel a little more warming up of the shoulders. You may feel more engagement in the muscles of your low back or your upper back, as well as your pecs. Keep the tops of the feet hugged in. All right. Start to finish up. All right, when you're done, come to a neutral tabletop. And you're going to keep the strap where it is, but take your blocks at the top of your space where your hands would be for a downward facing dog. And then bring your palms on top of the blocks, lowest height, tuck your toes, and then lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Great. So for me, my forehead comes into the strap, and I like to use that as a way to strengthen the back of the neck. So press your forehead into the strap, and you should feel the muscles start to activate in the low neck or the back of your neck. And then plug into your blocks, wrap your armpits in, bend your knees, and see if you can lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then see if you can keep those hips lifted as you straighten the legs and press the backs of the knees towards the back of your space. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Okay. On the inhale, lift your heels, roll yourself into a plank pose. You can keep your knees lifted or drop them down and back. On the exhale, you're going to bend your elbows back, chaturanga dandasana, and stop when your chest hits the strap. Great. From there, inhale, you're going to press back up, protract the shoulders, plank, and exhale back, downward facing dog. 3 times like that. Inhale, plank pose, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower to the strap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, down dog. 2 more times, and you can be doing this on your knees. Plank pose. Exhale, elbows back, chaturanga, stop at the strap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the strap, chest forward. Inhale, press up. Exhale, back. Great. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right tricep, crown of the head forward. Stay here, 3-leg plank. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, step your right foot to your right thumb tip, low lunge. Inhale, drop your back knee, come to the top of the back foot. Exhale, press into your hands, dome your spine, tilt your pelvis forward. Stay here for a few rounds of breath. Again, the strap is there to set a boundary so that your knee doesn't come a little more forward than your ankle. And then catch your back more. Lengthen the front of the left hip flexor. Last exhale. Inhale, keep your pelvic tilted forward. Roll up to a crescent lunge. arms up. Exhale, you're going to reach your arms forward and flex your fingertips towards your face. Inhale, protract, press the palms forward. Exhale, you're going to retract and bend the elbows back like chaturanga. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back, strap meets the chest. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale back. This time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant your hands onto the blocks. Tuck your toes. Inhale, straighten both legs. Find a flat back. And exhale, fold forward for a wide pyramid pose. Press your left heel back. Ground into the big toe mound of your right foot. Square off the hips. And breathe into the back line of your right leg. And your elbows should be bent and hugging in. Inhale, bend the right knee, low lunge. Exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right forward fold. On the inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Strap comes to the forehead. Exhale, lift the heels up. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, tilt the pelvis slightly forward. And on the inhale, slowly lower the heels down. Stay lifted in the chest. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, low lunge. Inhale, step the left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Inhale, roll to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, strap meets the chest. Inhale, press back up, protract the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, left foot to left thumb tip. Drop your back knee, inhale. And then exhale, press into the block. Dome your spine, tilt your pelvis forward for a cat back. Stay here. You should feel lengthening in the front of the right hip flexor. Use that strap as a boundary for your knee so it stays over your ankle. Keep your pelvis tilted forward. Inhale, roll up to crescent lunge. Arms overhead. And then exhale, reach your arms forward and flex the fingertips towards your face. Inhale, protract, press forward. Exhale, retract, bend the elbows. Keep the palms facing forward. Inhale, press. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale, protract. Exhale, retract, strap meets the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your palms, tuck your back toes. Inhale, straighten both legs, flat back. And exhale, fold. Ground into the big toe mound of your left foot. Lengthen your right heel back to lengthen the back of the right calf. And then square off the hips and heavy the head. Elbows bend back. Inhale, bend the left knee, low lunge. Exhale, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead, feet hip width distance. Exhale, lift your heels up, come to your tippy toes. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Inhale, lower down as you lift up through the torso. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, step your right foot back, plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Now drop to your knees. Finally, you're going to remove the strap. And we're going to flow through each side just once. And as we move, imagine you had this strap. So use the muscle memory. As we lower to chaturanga, you're going to, again, imagine the strap's there. So don't lower any farther than you need to. Great. So downward facing dog, hands on blocks. Inhale, lift the heels, roll to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Again, remember the strap's there. Lower to the imaginary strap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the elbows back, chest forward, lower imaginary strap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, right foot to right thumb tip. Drop the back knee, inhale. And exhale, tilt the pelvis forward, cat the back. Inhale, roll up, crescent. Exhale, bring your hands forward, flex the fingertips towards your face. Inhale, protract, reach the palms forward. Exhale, bend the elbows back, retract. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale like chaturanga arms. Inhale, arms up, crescent. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your back toes. Inhale, straighten both legs, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the right knee, low lunge. Exhale, left foot steps forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, lift the heels up. Inhale, stay long in the torso, lower the heels down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, step the left foot forward or back. Plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows back, chaturanga, lower to the imaginary strap. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, left foot to left thumb tip, drop the back knee, inhale. And exhale, cap the back, tilt the pelvis forward. Inhale, roll up, crescent. Exhale, reach the arms forward, flex the fingertips towards the face. Inhale, protract, reach forward. Exhale, retract, bend the elbows back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the back toes. Inhale, straighten both legs, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the left knee, low lunge. Exhale, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, this time sit back, chair pose. Exhale, lift the heels, stay low. Inhale, stay lifted as you lower the heels down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Start to walk to the top of your space. Bring your feet inside the blocks, feet together to touch or hip width distance. And then if you like to practice with blocks for Sane, keep them where they are or just set them off to the side. Bend your knees, heavier head, and slowly roll up to stand. Anchor your tailbone down, head comes up last. All right, we'll move through 3 rounds of Sane. First round together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back to a chaturanga dandasana. Again, imagine where the strap is. This time, inhale, up dog. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath. Okay, last exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees, hop or step to the top. Find a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, arms to the sides. 2 more rounds on your own. Inhale. And then just keep moving. Feel free to skip this at any time. You can come into a child's pose. Should be coming on to your last round. And we'll meet in a Tadasana at the top of the mat. Take your time getting there. About 3 more rounds of breath. All right. So once you're at the top of your mat, you're going to step back. So now that you're at the back of your space. Okay, so have your feet about hip width distance. Inhale, you're going to reach your arms up, make fists with your hands. On the exhale, you're going to lunge your right foot forward, bend your knee, punch the fist forward. Inhale, press off the right heel, step back, arms up. Exhale, left foot forward, left heel strikes. Bend both knees. Inhale, up. Exhale, right leg forward, punch. Inhale. Exhale, left. 2 more times. Inhale, strike with the right heel. Inhale, up. Exhale, left foot. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, press back. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. This time, inhale, you're going to step forward, reach your left knee in towards your chest, arms up. Exhale, figure 4. Stay here. Notice if your left hip is lower than your right, so you can lift the left hip up and then find a slight external rotation of the left femur bone. Now inhale, rise back up. Exhale, high lunge, step your left foot all the way back. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Press in the pinky edge of your back foot, bend into the front knee. Stay here. Find that external rotation in your front thigh. Stay lifted through the rib cage. Extend through the fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm up and back. And then exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward, forward, forward. Then rest your right forearm on your right thigh and extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Again, stay pressing into the pinky edge of the back foot and see if you can wrap your right hip down and underneath your left and let that encourage you to lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend your left arm over your ear. Exhale, plant your hands to frame the front foot, low lunge. Inhale, step the right foot back, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet, find a half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Exhale out all your air, bend your knees, palms on top of your thighs. Mock inhale, straighten the arms, hug the navel in, let the ribs flare. And then whenever you're ready, inhale, straighten the legs, arms up. And exhale, arms to the sides, bring your feet hip width distance. Inhale, arms up, make fists. Exhale, step the left foot forward, lunge, punch forward. Inhale, press back. Exhale, strike with the right heel. Inhale, back. Exhale, left. Inhale, back. Exhale, right. One more time on each side. Inhale, back. Exhale, strike with the left heel. This time, inhale, step forward, right knee up, arms up, and exhale, figure four, right ankle, left thigh. Hands at heart center. You can notice if the right hip is lower, lift the right hip up to meet the left as you press the right knee down for more of a hip opener. Keep the left knee bent. Flex the right foot. Inhale, straighten the right knee up, arms up. Exhale, high lunge, step the right foot all the way back. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Press into pinky edge of the back foot. Find that external rotation deep into the hip bone, left hip bone. So you're lifting the left inner thigh up. Maintain length in the side body and extend through the fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle, reach the arms forward, forward, forward. Then rest your left forearm onto your left thigh and reach your arm up towards the ceiling, right arm. Again, see if you can wrap the left hip down and underneath the right, maybe even the left waist down to encourage the lifting of your chest. Inhale, extend your right arm over your ear. Exhale, plant your hands to frame the front foot, low lunge. Inhale, step the left foot back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Inhale, crawl your hands back towards your feet, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Exhale, all your air. Inhale, straighten the arms, mock inhalation. Flare the ribs. Stay as long as you need. When you're ready, inhale. Stand up, arms up. And exhale. Tadasana, feet hip width distance. Close your eyes. Take 3 rounds of breath. All right, we're gonna move through that twice on each side. Open your eyes. Feet hip width distance. Inhale, arms up, make fists. Exhale, step the right foot forward, lunge, punch forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, strike with the left heel. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, strike right. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, extend the left arm over your ear. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step the right foot back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet mat width distance. Inhale, crawl back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Exhale out all your air. Mock inhalation, straighten the arms, flare the ribs, hug the navel in. And then inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. And exhale, Tadasana, feet hip width distance. Inhale, arms up, make fists. Exhale, strike with the left heel. Inhale, back. Exhale, strike with the right. Inhale, back. One more time, exhale, left. Press through the left heel and exhale, step right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left. Inhale, step forward, right knee up. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, high lunge, step right foot back. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, right arm over your ear. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step left foot back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet mat width distance. Inhale, crawl back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Inhale, mock inhalation. And then inhale, arms up. And exhale, Tadasana, arms to the sides. One more round on each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, strike with the right. Inhale, up. Lunge with the left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Press off the right heel. And exhale, step left. Inhale, back. Exhale, right. Inhale, step forward, left knee up. Exhale, figure four. Inhale. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, right leg straightens. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, left arm over ear. Exhale, plant your hands, low lunge. Inhale, step the right foot back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet mat width. Inhale, crawl back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Mock inhalation. And then inhale, rise up. And exhale, Tadasana, last side. Inhale, arms up, make fists. Exhale, strike with the left. Inhale, back. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Inhale, exhale, right. Inhale, left. Step forward, right knee to chest. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, up. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, right arm over ear. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, down dog. Feet mat width distance. Inhale, crawl back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, uddiyana bandha. Inhale, or mock inhalation. Inhale up. And exhale, Tadasana. Great work. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hop or step back, move through a vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Okay, and then drop your knees, and then come into a child's pose. Take about 3 rounds of breath to come back into your breath. Have your knees wide so that you have space for your belly to breathe. All right, and then start to roll up to sit. Great. So we're going to come into a crow practice, and I want to give you a few options to help get yourself into crow. So first thing is trying it, and this may be an extra challenge, is trying it with the strap over your arms like we were doing at the beginning of class. And again, using the strap as that boundary so that your elbows don't splay out. And if you're coming into it, you're gonna come to your feet, find a forward fold, bend your knees, lift your heels, and then bring your knees up in towards your armpits as close as possible. Plant your palms, gaze forward, and then again, the only way the elbows can go is back if you have the strap. Hug your navel in, lift your heels, hug your navel in like uddiyana bandha, gaze is forward. And again, just picture like what we did on our back at the beginning of class. It's that same action in your core. So again, you can try it with the strap. You can ditch the strap altogether, try it with no props. If you need help getting a little more lift, you can start with perching on top of a block so that it's easier for you to get your knees up on your triceps. And then if you are on the block, you may not even need to lift your feet, and you can work on just bearing weight into your palms. Gaze is always forward. Again, chest forward like chaturanga and all that. So crow practice, feel free to maybe even fly your crow and do one-legged crow. And if you're doing that, we'll quickly show you, gaze is forward. Obviously, you'll bear weight into one of your triceps, but as you gaze forward, reach forward as you press your toes back. So it's kind of a balance within the midline. All right, so take about 2 more minutes. And if you want to ditch crow practice altogether and take an inversion practice, feel free to do a headstand or a handstand. Your shoulders are pretty warmed up for all of those. And if you want to just rest, child's pose is great, or legs up the wall. So wherever you'd like to go, you have a few minutes, like 1.5 minutes left. Wherever you are, you have about 15 seconds, and we'll meet in a child's pose. A little more traditional, bring your knees together, and then have your arms by your sides, hands by your heels. And then let your shoulder heads just heavy over your thighs. If you're not already there, make your way to child's pose, and we'll take about 3 more rounds of breath. Should feel a little more space in between your shoulder blades. All right. And then slowly press into your palms, roll up to sit, head comes up last, vertebrae after vertebrae. And you're up. All right. We're going to come into a straddle forward fold, a wide leg forward fold. I'm going to take my blanket, unfold it, or just keep it in this long roll. And you're going to come to sit on the edge of the blanket so that your tailbone's forward, the flesh from your glutes is back. And it may be a little bit easier to get yourself over your thighs. Find that forward fold. Have both blocks in reach. From here, flex your toes, and then see if you can manually do this, but see if you can find an external rotation in both thighs so that the toes stay facing up. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. You can lower your palms, staying up maybe where you're at, and that's okay. Just try to maintain that rotation of the thighs. You can lower a little bit more. Maybe one of your blocks comes to your chest, the other block is there for your forehead. And then wherever you are, we'll rest here for a few rounds of breath. Make sure to support yourself. If you have a bolster, you can take the bolster underneath your torso, going long ways from your belly button to your forehead. You're going to check in with your thighs. If you notice them starting to roll forward, again, manually, you can press into your inner thigh and then roll it up. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Take about 2 more rounds of breath. All right, and then start to crawl yourself up. Have the blocks at the back of your space. Set the blanket or towel off to the side, and then slowly bring your right leg over towards your left. Close the legs, take your time. And legs are forward at the top of your space. And then come on to your back. Okay, from here, we'll come into a back bend practice. And we'll start with bridge pose. So bring your heels towards your glutes, arms by your sides. Inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips up, and then shimmy your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands under your sacrum. Okay, so we have a little chest expansion here. Keep punching your fist forward, and then ground into your heels to lift your hips up. Activate the thighs. And ground your heels down and back to leverage the tailbone forward. Take about 3 more rounds of breath. All right, slowly release the clasp of your hands. Make your way down so you can bring your tailbone last. So 1 vertebrae at a time. And once you're down, set yourself up for a second back bend of your choice. You can take another bridge pose. You can take a wheel pose if that's in your practice. And I'm going to come into a supported bridge. So feel free to take one of your blocks and bring them underneath your sacrum on any height. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. If you're staying active, again, press into the heels to activate the thighs and lift up from that action. And then keep pressing your heels down and back to maintain length in the low back. Slowly make your way down and have that block in reach. You're going to tee out your arms, eagle wrap your right thigh over your left, and drop your knees to the left for an eagle wrap supine twist. And I'm going to rest my right knee on top of the block on the lowest height for a little support. And then you can gaze to the right. Close your eyes and release into the shape. And with eagle wrap legs, you should feel a little more lengthening in your low back and your outer hip, right hip to be specific for this side. And then lift up, switch sides, bring the block onto the other side, left thigh over the right, drop your knees to the right, rest the left knee on top of the block, and then gaze to the left. And lift your knees up. Okay, and then one little thing to release the low back. And you're going to need your prop, so make your way up. You're going to take your blocks and on the lowest height connect the smallest edge together. So if you're looking at me, it's like this, but then going across your mat. You're going to take your blanket, unfold it so that you have a little padding that can cover the entirety of the block. And then from here, you're going to come sit onto the edge of the blocks and start to lower yourself down as if you're coming into a supported bridge pose. Once you're all the way down on your back, lift your knees up and then come into a happy baby pose. And it's a more of a restorative happy baby pose. Knees are wide, arms overhead. Release any tension in the ankles. And I love this pose or this shape, because the blocks are there to encourage the inner or the tilt of your pelvis inwards to release the low back. So again, there's no held tension in any part of your body, just simply release into the shape and breathe into your low back. I could stay here all day. Take about 3 more rounds of breath. So you'll start to slowly make your way out. Lower your feet down, and pelvis is on the blocks, and then press into your heels and slowly just set that block and blanket sculpture off to the side and lower onto your back. And then you'll make your way into final Shavasana. Lengthen your legs and your arms by your sides. Remove any props that are in the way. Make yourself comfortable. And I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana, and please stay as long as you'd like to just soak in the practice. And thank you again so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can email me or find me on Instagram. And thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.